everyone, and welcome back as always. We're back again.
Hi.
About to watch more Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah. We are on book 2. We're on chapter 7, 207, and we're watching Zuko alone. What does that mean? Zuko alone. So last episode we really enjoyed. We saw the blind bandit.
Yes.
And we met Toph. She was a very interesting character. A very tough character.
Yeah, tough cookie.
Oh my gosh, she was. Yeah.
And she's from a wealthy family that just kept her sheltered, overprotective, and didn't want her to do anything. And even though when the father found out how great she is as an earthbender, he still was like, nope, okay, now we're going to take away any freedom that you had, and you have to be guarded. And she didn't want that at all, which I don't blame her, but it stinks. And she's blind. So she has a very unique ability to actually use her earthbending to see.
It's amazing.
That's pretty cool. Yeah,
very cool.
If only in real life if people could do that, like how amazing would that be? But you have to be an earthbender.
But they say if you have, one disability in one area,
you heighten in another.
Yeah.
So very true. Very cool. So you got how Toph, when they were showing her dueling with the other earthbenders, when they kept showing that cool effect of that rippling effect of the vibrations. Mm-hmm. You remember that with the white rings and stuff going out? Like that was her feeling where they were. So that's how she was able to predict. How they. So that was kind of cool how they did that. And even animating that, I'm sure that was a lot of fun, but difficult. Had its own challenges because again, I used to be an animator and I love it. And doing it, just watching this, I like to think about how I did things, and it gets pretty challenging. So I always appreciate what people do when it comes to animation. Cool, so I think we should definitely get into this, Zuko alone.
Okay,
and see what's going to happen. It is really hot today, so we have a fan on, but it's a quieter fan, but we have it on high.
That's right.
Woo! But it's right behind the microphone. But soon we'll have ACs. We need brotherly help.
We need big,
Big
Hulk,
Big man.
Strong man.
We need
Thor.
Thor, Toph. Bend it over.
Oh, she's pregnant. Oh, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, and then the kids run, they think it's him.
Oh, my gosh,
geez.
yeah.
No.
Oops.
No way, are you serious? You're going to be in trouble. He's starving.
It sounds like his stomach, but it's
pig
thing.
Bunch of pigs.
Yeah.
Pig sheep and pig
cow. Sheep. Oh my god.
It's like bacon beef.
Oh my god.
Chicken. Bacon. I'm so confused.
That's right.
Maybe it tastes good. Bacon.
That's funny.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I love the animals.
That's right, yeah. Turtle ducks are so cute. Oh my gosh.
Hey, you, leave my kid alone.
Oh, jeez.
That's not fun.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez. Whoa. Oh,
So bizarre.
Oh.
Good.
That's so cruel.
That is so
Terrible.
cool, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's right, the other one. Oh, Lord.
She's such a mean girl.
Well, I tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, have respect.
I know, she's so crazy.
I don't know.
Oh, she's so mean.
Oh,
Thanks, you, Granddad.
Oh my
I
god.
tell you.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Trouble.
A little dark.
Oh, jeez.
Well, they have him tied up, the poor kid.
I know.
Right.
Jeez. He's such a coward. He didn't even take his sword out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Bye-bye.
He didn't even take out his weapon at all.
My goodness, look, run.
Earthbender.
Cool. Ooh. That's it. You ticked him up.
Oh my God.
That's cute.
Oh, sword.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Ooh. Good. About time.
Ooh.
Take that. I'll give that back to the boy.
Yeah.
Why? Just because he's a friend.
Oh,
She's
she's-
so terrible.
she's
His
a-
grandfather just died. She's
That's
talking
right,
to
she
him
doesn't
like
care.
that.
She doesn't
Mhm.
care. Spoiled brat.
Very different kind of episode for sure.
Yeah.
Deep, deep, deep.
Yeah, very dark, very
Yeah,
deep for a
very.
cartoon,
Oh my
right?
God,
And
yeah.
this was fully focused on Zuko.
Which
As
is
you know.
nice.
It was,
Nice
yeah.
to see the backdrop of, what truly
What happened with him?
Yeah.
And,
what really happened
Oh my
when he was
gosh.
younger.
yeah, and you
his
can.
grandfather and
I know.
Iroh,
That
I
family
mean-
is so Not happy. They're
That's
very
right.
serious
and
and
his sister's
malicious,
very
and
mean.
yeah. So
she's
she was
so
like that since the
scary.
beginning.
Wow.
Scary, yeah. She's borderline. I don't even know if it's
Yeah,
borderline.
she's
Like
scary.
she's happy about like death and bad things, kind of like someone off of Game of Thrones, kind of.
and
That's
she just,
right,
and
yeah.
ultimately she just wants to rule.
Yeah,
That's right.
and even at
Because
that young
now-
age, she's highly intelligent, and she knows like
Oh, so
she's
if he
totally a
dies,
suck
then
up
she-
with the
yeah.
grandfather and her father, and she's all about military and knowing the ins and outs and how to win a battle and everything. She knows all those statistics.
Right, and she knows if she just gets her brother out of the picture that she's going to be next in
she has
line.
no remorse. It seems like no compassion at all. And even mocking family, like Iroh, talking about Iroh all the time. Because when Luten, his son, died, like, no crying or anything. Like,
That's right.
Zuko was sad about it, but she's
terrible.
like, oh, well, now that he doesn't have a son, he doesn't have a successor, maybe, Dad should rule, because he would be better. He doesn't run
Yeah,
away
but she-
crying.
yeah.
And so that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's really
It was.
Now, you guys get it at the end that Ozai was crowned Fire Lord.
Yes.
Yes.
So was
Right, so
that
where's
his dying
Iroh?
wish? Because that's what they said. They said
And it wasn't his dying wish because he said, "Iroh."
he defended Iroh and he was upset
Yeah,
about
so
it.
he
And
wanted
goes, well,
Iroh
you have to
yeah.
suffer to know what it's like.
Right. So he's.
So what
doing-
happened there? It's a gray area.
Oh, it is.
And what happened to
And
Zuko's
what,
mom?
and what happened to the mom?
Yeah. she
Yeah.
just let-
Like
So she's like, things are going to change, and everything I did for you.
maybe she walked away from the whole. Either
Yeah,
walked
so,
away.
yeah.
But
Why
what
would
yeah.
they kill her?
Well, why would she just walk away? What would that do?
If she just
Yeah.
walks away, she
think she
is
will.
not honoring what her husband's going to do.
Yeah. So my assumption, I think I can say it because it's kind of like up in the air, but my assumption is that she actually killed the grandfather, so that way he wouldn't kill Zuko or have Ozai kill Zuko.
Oh,
That's kind of what I think.
Oh, yeah.
So she went overboard and
Idea.
actually killed him and had her run so she didn't get killed,
Oh.
That
So that
makes
that's
sense
kind of what
because
I'm
she
wondering.
Really, really adores Zuko. She
Yeah, and then
really
she found
feels
out
bad
maybe
for
what
him.
happened. Yeah, so then
And
she's
she
like, holy
knows
crap,
how
yeah.
sick her daughter is
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
because she
mhm.
really she knew right off the bat. She's like,
Yeah,
what is wrong
so
with
that's
this
pretty
child?
crazy. That's like deep stuff right there for a kid's
boy,
show.
Wow, that
What?
really
That's
is.
insane.
But
So,
when you look at it that way, I totally agree.
yeah. So again, please let us know what you think in the comments. Please don't read them just in case if there's spoilers, because they haven't seen this besides to the point we're at right now. But yeah, like I've seen this before. I love Avatar, and I know there was a lot of theories behind this, but this is what I thought when I first saw this episode. And I'm like, holy freaking crap. Like, that's pretty, I mean, like, it's sad, but it's kind of a cool idea. And poor Iroh, can you imagine? First of all, he lost his son, which is absolutely horrible.
And he's not even
he's a
there,
great
right?
leader.
No,
He's not even there, so he doesn't even know. Like, I don't
his
even think he
dad
knows.
died.
Yeah, that, like,
And
his
his
dad
brother
died, and now
took
he's
over.
crowned. Yeah, so he's like, oh, by the way,
And he
you know,
lost
sorry
his
for your
son on
loss
top
and your
of
other
it.
loss.
Oh,
Yeah,
geez,
and
that's
and
right.
his son. So that was really awful. And Iroh's such a great character. He's a great guy. And
Yes, and
He
now
is,
I
that's
can
good.
see from knowing him prior to knowing about his mom why he's taken such a liking to Zuko and like
Yeah.
took him under his wing.
Mm-hmm.
Because he knew what his mother did for him.
Mm-hmm. And even though Zuko, he has a lot of pride and he does suffer a lot, he does whine about certain things and everything, and he always wants to be
I
as
think
good
it's
as
just the
everyone
prince-
else.
I think it's just the prince thing of him.
Yeah, and he wants to be as good as Azula and stuff because his father, I don't know if adores, but he really respects Azula, and Azula likewise respects her father, and so does Zuko, but Zuko really is just like put aside, and
He's
and
compared
Ozai,
to
the father,
all the
doesn't want
time.
anything to do with
Always
him.
compared.
Yeah. Always compared, and Azula is a prodigy. Like, she's really good. She studies all the time, and she's a really good firebender. And I guess at that age, you can't really do a lot of cool moves at that age. You have to learn.
You probably
and
do
understand.
a normal like
Yeah.
Zuko does.
Yeah, and Zuko, like, even though his family is known for doing a lot of like great firebending, he had to work extra hard to even compare to that. But that's what he's about, like working hard to reach goals that are bigger than expected, you know. So it's cool that he actually goes beyond, and he also is skilled with the dual sword. So it's kind of cool that he has that skill too, as the blue spirit. So that's kind of fun that he has, you know, variety. Like, he does different things to, you know, survive and get around, and so it's kind of neat to see that.
I liked his side with Lee. I liked him being like a big brother to him and really trying to save him. And ultimately he turned around and just said no, goodbye.
Because everything that we see with Zuko is find the Avatar. I need to bring the Avatar to my father to show that I'm respected and you still care about me, and I want to get my status back. I want to be the prince again. But this is kind of cool to actually see him surviving and traveling and ending up in this poor Earth Kingdom village. Exactly, and being like a big brother and stuff, and just knowing what it's like to be poor. You know, so in a way, like, I do enjoy Zuko's character, and he does come off bratty sometimes, of course, and very proud, but he really is a true person, like a caring person, and he just suffers a lot. Like, he's never good enough for anything. So
and
it's
I think
neat
it's
to
a
see
good
that.
model too for that family to take him in even when they don't have much.
Yeah.
You know, you do a little work, we'll have some dinner, you can stay
That was
overnight.
nice. Yeah, you have to work for it,
mean,
but help us out and we'll help you, kind of thing.
Exactly. And then she asked him for help. You know, when he came through.
There were a lot of serious messages in this too, and even with the whole war thing and talking about the bigger, you know, the big brother going off to war, getting captured, probably not surviving, and then the other Earth soldiers that were supposedly protecting the villagers and just mocking that family, going out of their way to mock that family because they have nothing better to do, to be like, oh yeah, your son's probably dead, and he was front lines, and they mocked him and.
And then the little boy Lee tries to defend with the knife that Zuko gave him.
Yeah.
And if you're big enough to do that, you're not big enough to go to war.
Yeah,
and just tie him up.
Once they found out he was Fire Nation, that Zuko was Fire Nation, they all went nope, and that's the whole war because his grandfather and grandfather before that really just destroyed so much of the world, you know, and killed so many people. And even, I think, Azulon, the grandfather, actually destroyed the Southern Water Tribe, too. For a cartoon, they have a lot of history in this. But yeah, so it was kind of fun to watch Zuko in his own episode, Zuko alone. That was kind of fun to watch in a sad way.
I felt that Lee was a little bit, he reminded me of Aang when he was a little younger.
I was thinking
yes, right?
Kind of goofy and like
questions.
Lots of questions and just like bubbly and, you know, very interested in what's going on. And yeah, he was a cute kid. It was kind of neat how he did the swords, and I was laughing because when he was like using them really well after Zuko gave him a quick lesson, I was like, wow, he really caught on fast. But then he did say his older brother used to teach him how to fight and stuff before that. So I'm like, okay, well, that makes more sense. But yeah, so I thought that was cool. Poor Iroh. Like, I had so many feels for the characters in this.
Yeah.
Turtle
He's
ducks
such
are
a
so
good
cute.
Oh, my day, you're all cute.
But yeah, poor Iroh.
Yeah.
That wasn't
What
nice.
happened to Zuko's mom?
Yeah.
So
You know,
she took off.
I like that idea that you had.
Why would she just leave? Like, it would have to be something, so she
Right,
had to
she'd
find
have
out
to
what
be-
happened.
Yeah, and she knew what was going to transpire after.
Pretty crazy. So Ozai, that's how he became Fire Lord, his father.
Wow.
So I
It's
think,
not supposed to be.
yeah, it wasn't supposed to be in the
yeah.
long run. Iroh was supposed to be, so that's kind of sad for Iroh, you know?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
losing his son is just so sad, and he's such a good person.
He is.
And no gang, no Aang, no everyone
No
else
Aang,
in
no
this, yeah.
Todd,
Maybe
no
So
next
it's very
one.
different. Maybe the next
The
one.
next one.
So we'll end it there. It is hot today. Holy cow. I can't wait till we have
Holy
ACs. I'm
hotness.
sorry. I'm probably like sweating and glowing on camera, but I'm so happy we're watching Avatar. We absolutely love this series. Thank you for checking us out on YouTube. We have lots of videos on YouTube. We also have a lot of videos on Vimeo now. Wink, wink to those who actually pay attention.
Vimeo.
I bow to you guys who watch our Avatar videos that actually listen or watch and read what I ask nicely,
Yeah,
to
good
do
for
to
you.
actually watch our videos. So you guys are amazing, and thank you to those who actually help out the others that totally ignore that and
That's
still like, oh, but how do I watch it?
Hey,
So,
Hey, what
but we have to
happens?
do it that way, as
That's
most of
right.
you know. So, anyways, we do enjoy this. We'll continue watching this because it is amazing. So, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon, as always. Bye.
bye.
There's Aang. He's in this episode.